This giant even hunts whales. The polar bear is the ferocious master of the Arctic. Polar bears are the largest terrestrial predator on the planet, with large males standing more than 11 feet tall on their hind legs and reaching weights over 1,700 pounds. Considered talented swimmers, polar bears can sustain a pace of 6 miles per hour by paddling with their front paws and holding their hind legs flat like a rudder. They have a thick layer of body fat and a water-repellent coat that insulates them from the cold air and water. Polar bears spend over 50% of their time hunting for food. A polar bear might catch only 1 or 2 out of 10 seals it hunts, depending on the time of year and other variables. Their diet mainly consists of ringed and bearded seals because they need large amounts of fat to survive. Polar bears rely heavily on sea ice for traveling, hunting, resting, mating, and in some areas, maternal dens. But because of ongoing and potential loss of their sea ice habitat resulting from climate change, the primary threat to polar bears, Arctic-wide polar bears, were listed as a threatened species in the U.S. under the Endangered Species Act in May 2008. When a polar bear gets hungry, it turns into a bloodthirsty monster, crushing everything it finds in its path, even bears of its kind, as it searches for food on land or swims in search of prey to eat. He lives in a very harsh nature, and food is often very scarce, so he must be resourceful enough to struggle for survival. The polar bear sometimes has to dive to a great depth under the giant ice blocks and gets its food from fish. On the other hand, he cannot stay underwater for a long time because he needs oxygen, so this process is considered dangerous and poses a threat to his life. Polar bears only prey on the 2 small Arctic whales, the beluga and narwhal. These are about 20 feet long. Polar bear kills of these whales are rare as conditions need to be perfect. These whales occasionally get trapped for a period of time and need to make use of a single breathing hole, typically 5 by 5 meters. When the ice shifts, they leave for more open water. Few people have ever witnessed this. The polar bear can hunt white beluga whales that reach a length of 4 meters and weigh about a ton, but it doesn't do this in the depths of the sea, but rather waits for them to come out to the surface and devour them. The bear must be patient if it wants to hunt a white beluga whale, as it stands on ice blocks or on rocks in the sea and waits for the time when those whales float to the surface and then kills it. When the huge whales approach the shore, the bear hides from them and waits for the right opportunity to attack them. He must be very precise in choosing the moment to attack because any mistake will cause him to lose his prey. When a polar bear hunts a young beluga whale, the job is easier, but the amount of meat is less. The polar bear targets the huge elephant seal, which is about 3 meters long and weighs a ton. Because prey like this will provide him with a lot of meat. These creatures live together and unite with each other to defend in the presence of danger, so the white bear must isolate one of them from the group in order to be able to attack, or wait for one of them to be late from the group to attack him. Sea elephants are not easy animals to get. They're strong and have 2 sharp tusks to defend themselves. That's why bears spend a lot of effort to hunt one of them, and sometimes it does not succeed in that.